Do you know that, according to a survey by KPMG and Digital AI, as of today, over 83% of companies are using Agile development? And the number is growing every day. In fact, a recent study found that the companies that use Agile teams are 30% more likely to meet their deadlines and 35% more likely to ship products on time, and they're also 25% more likely to be profitable. Agile teams are more efficient and effective than traditional teams, and they can help you deliver products faster and with higher quality. But how to set up Agile teams? Let's break that down in today's video. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to create an Agile team from scratch. What roles do you need? What tools do you need? Before we begin our video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and press that bell icon. Agile is a project management approach that emphasizes collaboration, flexibility, and customer satisfaction. Agile teams are small, cross-functional groups of people who work together to deliver value in short iterations. Here are the 8 steps that you need to follow to set up a successful Agile team. The first step is defining your vision and goals. Before you form your Agile team, you need to have a clear vision of what you want to achieve and why. This will help you align your team members with the purpose and direction of your project. You can use tools like vision statements, OKRs, or SMART goals to define your vision and goals. One of the examples of this is Spotify, a music streaming giant, has a clear vision of unlocking the potential of human creativity by giving 1 million creative artists the opportunity to live off their art and billions of fans the opportunity to enjoy and be inspired by it. This vision guides their Agile teams to deliver value to their customers and stakeholders. Next step is identifying the skills and roles that you need. Depending on the scope and complexity of your project, you may need different skills and roles in your Agile team. Some of the common roles in an Agile team are product owner, scrum master, developers, testers, and designers. You may also need other roles such as analysts, architects, or marketers, depending on your project needs. The key is to have a balanced mix of skills and roles that can cover all aspects of your project. One of the examples of this is Amazon, an e-commerce company, has a famous rule of 2 pizza teams, which means that each team should be small enough to be fed by 2 pizzas. The next step is selecting your team members. Once you know what skills and roles you need, you can start looking for potential team members. You can use various criteria such as experience, expertise, availability, personality, or motivation to select your team members. You should aim for a team size of 3 to 9 people, as this is the optimal range for effective communication and collaboration. One of the examples of this is Netflix, a leading entertainment company, has a culture of hiring only stunning colleagues who are highly skilled, passionate, and self-driven. This helps them create high-performing teams that can deliver innovative products and services. The next step is establishing your team norms and values. After you have your team members, you need to establish some ground rules and expectations for how your team will work together. You can use tools like Team Charter, Working Agreements, or Code of Conduct to define your team norms and values. Some of the topics that you may want to cover are: first is communication. In this you'll cover, how will your team communicate internally and externally? What channels and tools will you use? How often will you communicate? Second is collaboration. In this you'll cover, how will your team collaborate on tasks and decisions? What methods and tools will you use? How will you handle conflicts and disagreements? Third is commitment. In this you'll cover, how will your team commit to deliverables and deadlines? What standards and metrics will you use? How will you track and report your progress? And the last one is culture. In this you'll cover, how will your team foster a positive and supportive culture? What values and principles will you follow? How will you celebrate successes and learn from failures? One of the examples of this is Google. It has a set of 10 core values that guide their team's behavior. Some of these values are focus on the user, think big but start small, fail well, be open, have fun, etc. Then the next step is choosing your Agile framework and practices. There are many Agile frameworks and practices that you can choose from, such as Scrum, Kanban, XP, Lean, or DevOps. Each one has its own advantages and disadvantages depending on your project context and goals. You should choose the one that best suits your needs and preferences. You can also customize or combine different frameworks and practices to create your own hybrid approach. One of the examples of this is Spotify. They use a combination of Scrum and Kanban to manage their product development teams. Spotify's teams are organized into squads, tribes, chapters, and guilds. Spotify's teams use Kanban boards to visualize their work, limit their work in progress, and collaborate effectively. The next step is setting up your Agile tools. To support your Agile framework and practices, you need to have some Agile tools that can help you plan, execute, monitor, and improve your project. Let me tell you some of the common Agile tools. First is backlog management tools. These are tools that help you manage your product backlog, which is a list of features or user stories that you want to deliver in your project. Examples of backlog management tools are Jira, Trello, or Asana. Next is task management tools. These are tools that help you manage your sprint backlog, which is a subset of features or user stories that you want to deliver in a short iteration or sprint. Examples of task management tools are Jira, Lean Kit. Then we have collaboration tools. These are tools that help you communicate and collaborate with your team members and stakeholders. Examples of collaboration tools are Slack, Zoom, or Google Meet. Next is testing tools. These are tools that help you test and verify the quality and functionality of your product features. Examples of testing tools are Selenium, TestRail, or JUnit. Last one is deployment tools. These are tools that help you deploy and deliver your product features to your customers. Examples of deployment tools are Jenkins, Docker, or AWS. Then the next step is starting to work on your project. Now that you have everything set up, you can start working on your project. You can use the Agile cycle of plan, do, check, and act to guide your work. You can also use Agile ceremonies such as daily stand-ups, sprint planning, sprint review, and sprint retrospective to coordinate and improve your work. One of the examples of this is Amazon, an e-commerce company, uses a process called working backwards to plan their projects. They start by writing a press release for the product they want to launch, then work backwards to define the customer benefits, features, user stories, tasks, and resources needed to deliver it. And the last step is to inspect and adapt your Agile team and process. You should regularly review your team's performance, feedback, and learnings and make adjustments as needed. You should also seek opportunities to learn new skills, adopt new practices, and experiment with new ideas. One of the examples of this is Netflix, a leading entertainment company, has a culture of continuous innovation and experimentation. They use A/B testing, data analysis, and customer feedback to test and improve their products and services. They also encourage their teams to take risks and learn from failures. So that's it. These are the steps that you need to follow to set up an Agile team. We hope you found this video helpful. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more insightful content.